Alright, guys, so I figured I'd try something a little bit different today. I've never done anything like this before, but there's a first time for everything. Mainly because I'm running out of ideas, and y'all can recommend ideas by scanning the QR code in the corner. I think it's this one. Um, yeah, so basically, I have Reddit open to the FanFiction subreddit, and we're going to take a look at some of the discussions, like the discussion question type things, and I'm just going to answer them because it's been a while since I've done fan fiction. Writer's block is not fun. But yeah, so that's what we're going to do. So, the first one, what encouraged you to start writing your own fan fiction? If I'm going to be honest, I have no idea. So technically, you may not know this, but the fanfiction account that I have currently is not my first fanfiction account. I actually forgot the login info for my other one. But that was like a General Hospital fanfiction type scenario, and for that, it was trying to predict the outcome of certain stories. Like certain storylines that were happening on the show. As for current fan fiction, getting back into it, I want to say, like, honestly, like, it was Grief was the first fan fiction that I wrote on this current account, which was the Legends Arrow crossover. And mainly it was because Legends wasn't addressing, like, Quentin's death. And I was like, nah, I need to do this. And it was just this need to write, I guess. And then it kind of spiraled. And it went into everything else. But yeah, basically, most of my fan fictions are just me kind of writing stories that I want to see. Yeah. Does anyone else ever have a good fan fiction plot all planned out in their heads in bed, and then you go to sleep telling yourself you'll write about it tomorrow, but then tomorrow comes and suddenly you have no idea what to write about? Okay, the general idea I will make note of because I know that I will forget it. So I always have something to jot things down with. Like at night, my laptop's charging on my nightstand beside my bed. So if I get an idea, I just type it in there. But I have like my iPad with me whenever I'm like going out somewhere. I'll also randomly carry like a notebook and like a pen. Just to jot things down because my brain forgets things, right? So, yeah. The problem then becomes expanding upon that idea. Like, I will sit there and I will have a whole, scene, a whole story mapped out in my head. Like, this is how it's going to go. So I jot down the general idea, and then it's like, I'll look back at it and I'll be like, how do I expand upon this? So, yeah, that's the issue that I have. I don't have the issue of, like, forgetting, like, certain ideas because I jot them down, but it's, like, expanding upon them. It's like, how did I have that going? Yeah. What is the least active fandom you write/read for? I don't know. I don't think I write for really like non-active fandoms. Like reading, I would say probably, while still active on some degree, I guess I did write for it too. Probably Sophia the First, Elena of Avalor, like like the Disney Junior, Disney Channel type shows that are like over. Lion Guard's another one. I'm like, okay, this kind of feels like it's dead, but I'm here for it. Yeah, so I would probably say like any of the Disney Channel, Disney Junior shows that are like long over. Do you have any regrets with fan fiction you've already written and posted? All of them. No, I don't think so, because I don't tend to dwell on it too much. Like, I do all my dwelling on it and, making sure that I like it before posting it, for the most part, unless it's like a time crunch. I obsess over fan fictions before I post them, which is why it's so few and far between that I have so many, like such long periods of time before posting, because it's like, it's not good enough, I need to fix it, how do I fix it? So I don't really have any regrets with fan fiction that I've already written and posted, but there are a few where I'm like, it probably could have worked out better. I probably could have, had characters saying this, or I could have, there's like minor little things, I guess, but yeah, I try not to dwell on it too much after it's posted. It's like, it's out there. Is there a series you love but can't bring yourself to write/read fic for? Reading, not so much. Like, if I enjoy a series or whatever, I'll read fan fictions about it. Like, that's just what I do. Writing, however, is a lot harder, and I have tried. I find, like, sort of like the shows that are very, like, episodic. Like, I tried writing an SVU one, a Law and Order SVU one. It did not work out. Basically, when there's, like, no, like, through line, and even the characters are kind of, different episode to episode, like, that's the really hard one. So, like, the episodic stuff, are very difficult to write for. As for non-episodic stuff, I mean, I can't bring myself to write, like, Pretty Little Liars fanfiction. I can't bring myself to write Rain fanfiction. I have tried. It did not work. But, like, I don't know. I can't explain why, but it's like there's a bunch of, like, series and everything like that where I'm just like, nope, can't do it. I can't do it. There's the block, the writer's block is already there, and then it's like trying to, like, write fan fiction for certain series. It's like a brick wall, and you can't break through it, and it's like, ugh. So there's a lot. Okay, so how much should fan fiction rely on the source material? To some degree, I guess, but I mean, the rules of fan fiction are fast and loose. Let's be real. Some people are very, like, canon driven. Like, they have to look at the source material and follow the line that the source material is going with, like, almost to a T. And I can't do that. And then there's some where it's like, deviate course a little bit. And then there's some where it's like, you know what? They don't even exist in the same world anymore. Like, so I think it depends on the writer and how comfortable they are with committing to the source material. For me, it's like the characters are there. The locations are there. And they're going to do whatever they're going to do. Like, no relevance whatsoever. Sometimes there is some canon events, but most of the time it's fun to veer off the course a little bit. Yeah. Okay. The characters of the last fic you wrote or are forced to live the plot of the last movie/show you watched. How's that going? Okay, so the last fic I wrote was the final battle. Yeah. So Emma and her family are forced to live the plot of Ready for it? Wicked! Yes, that is the last movie that I saw. Do with that info what you will. I've seen that movie so many times. I love it. Yeah. I see the vision. I see the vision. I mean, Wicked is basically just fan fiction, and we do have the Aussians in Once Upon a Time. So the vision's there. Fanfic idea? No, I actually don't have one. As for the last show that I watched, Law and Order SVU. So I'm not really seeing the vision. I'm not seeing the vision. Oh gosh. Yeah. Emma and everybody living the plot of SVU. Look, there are some storylines in Once Upon a Time that definitely belonged on SVU. Robin and Zelina. I'm looking at you. You belong on SVU. Yeah, not seeing the vision. Not seeing the vision. All right, so I'm going to leave it at that. Yeah, I mean, this was a weird video. I don't know if I'm going to do it again, but yeah, I needed a video, and so we got what we got. Yeah. Let me know, what did you guys think of this type of video? You want to see me do it? Do you want to see me like dive into other like subreddits and, try to like answer people's questions, respond to their discussions, whatever. And if you don't, guys, the QR code, please scan it and please give me video ideas, because I am running out of ideas, and yeah, I need ideas. Yeah, let me know all of your thoughts in the comments down below.